race down to the Northern Territory. Big Mick Siebert, as honest, as tough as they come. From the Performance Gym, weighing in at a whopping 116 kilos. All but one of his wins via knockout.
Normally I have a bit of a game plan, but with Peter, how do you pick one, you know? So hopefully I'm just going to hit him as many times as I can and see what happens.
And as hard as you can.
And as hard as I can.
Fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, let's see Peter Graham! The Chief, Australian ring royalty over the past decade and some. From the Boxing Works Gym, he weighed in 1 kilo heavier at 117. This, fight number 70.
Yeah, Michael Siebert, I'm looking forward to a new challenge. Big fighter, big Thai style. You know, if he just goes the distance, that's great for him. If he loses, well, he lost against me. It's not the worst thing in the world. You know, basically anything except getting knocked out for doing something stupid, he'll look pretty good. Me, you know, a lot of people have the pressure for me to win that fight. So, you know, that part's tough. But, you know, there's tough things about every fight. I guess that's what a good fighter does is, you find your way to do the best you can against every single opponent you have.
It's main event time, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Kings of Combat 5. Main event time. Two massive men. Andy Raymond, along with former Muay Thai Cruiserweight National Champion, the Hammer Mark Castanini. It is Peter Graham in the red gloves. Big Mick Siebert with the blue. Modified kickboxing rules, or K1 rules if you like, Hammer.
Exactly, no long clinching, just short grabs and knees. And Mick Siebert, everything to gain, not a lot to lose in the biggest test of his career.
How much to lose for Peter Graham, though?
Well, Peter, really, after being beaten in that big fight with the Sting, Paul Slawinski, everyone well anticipating him to bounce back with a big win here tonight.
Oh, Graham tagged a couple of times from the heavy hands of Siebert.
Obviously talking to Mick out the back earlier. A long conversation. He's really going to measure himself off this fight tonight and see where he is and how he stands in the super heavyweight ranks. I suppose in the twilight years of his career, but coming back with resurgence after a very short retirement. He's back and shaking it up, taking on the best there is in an attempt, I suppose, to measure where he's at. Yep. To see whether he's going to keep going or not. So
career defining.
Definitely, very articulately put by your good self, Andy Raymond, which is what we expect from him. Not me.
I'm not carrying the bruises or holding my hands up here. I've got to offer something. These guys are very much the stars of the show. Graham on the left of screen, Siebert on the right. 235 odd kilos of tough Aussie in centre ring in our main event.
Well, the Chief, Peter Graham, of course, a K1 Oceania champion, has fought extensively all over the world. Dual world title holder, national title holder. He's pretty much fought and won all over the place for many a year. From early days in full contact Kyokushin karate, bare knuckle karate at that, he's made his way through.
Oh! And out we go!
There you go, nice.
Have you ever seen anything quite like it?
The Chief just doing a flip right over the ropes, WWE style.
It was the Royal Rumble, over the top rope, and you're out.
Well, we did speak of those ropes being a little loose earlier, and I think it's just proven the point. It'll be okay for the little fellas, but the big fellas are well and truly going to test the tension.
The guys at ringside who thought Peter Graham was coming to sit on their lap.
Peter Graham may have a good career in breakdancing and chooses to finish fighting, because that was a beautiful flip there he did.
Stay off the ropes. Stay off.
Clubbing overhand.
With the big weapons. They are weapons of mass destruction. Those shoulders and hands of Peter Graham. That's it of round number. Bell sounds. Well-earned breather, well-earned rest. The legendary Alex Toohey in the corner of the Chief Peter Graham as we take a look at some of the highlights from the opening round, including when we took the fight into the fans.
And onto the runway. Tried for the spinning kick, through the round kick. Graham right over, onto his head, onto his knees, and back in the ring. Class work from Peter Graham, going over the ropes. Graham stalks forward, sets the low kick, tries to launch the right hand, didn't work for him. Switch lead body kick from Siebert.
Round two. Peter Graham is the type of competitor and has been for so many years that is relentless. You don't get time to set, you don't get time to reset. You've got to be a very quick thinker. You've got to counter fight well because you know Peter Graham is going to be in front of you from the first bell to the last bell. And Mick Siebert adjusted very well for mine in round number one accordingly.
Certainly has. Of course, Peter Graham has tried his hand at MMA, boxing, kickboxing. He's tried it all, Thai boxing. So he's able to bring a lot of different weapons and strategies to the table when he steps in the centre ring. So Mick's going to have his defensive game plan right at the top of it tonight to be able to cope with what Graham's going to throw at him. It's a short fight. It's only 3 rounds, so it's a little bit of, I suppose, explosive off the line. Get in and out very quickly and get your scores away for big fellas.
Siebert with some of those big right hands. They are bolo shots. They are bad intention shots. He's winding up all the way from the Northern Territory with them. Graham probably a little more precise, especially on the inside. Siebert pushing forward. Nice inside leg kick from the Chief Peter Graham. Nice from Graham. On the inside, dominating Mick Siebert.
It's going to be a confidence thing for Mick as well, Andy. The more he gets good shots away, quality points on the board, the more confident he's going to get and the more he's going to try and push that pace. Ooh, slapping inside thigh kick from Graham.
Again, you can hear that echo around the facility here. Nice catch.
Well, indeed, the catch and takedown under these rules is not allowed. That is under Muay Thai rules, the catch and takedown. So Graham's not really allowed to be doing that.
Oh yeah, Hammer, look at the size of the man. Who's going to tell him otherwise? There he goes again.
Oh, again, he catch and takes Mick down. And Ignatius Missalidi, centre referee, should really be having a word with him because under these rules, unless it's modified Thai, which it's not, it's K1 rules, I believe, they should not be doing that.
Mick Siebert not complaining though?
Nah, Mick will never complain.
Siebert, he's been stung here. Late moments, round number 2. Graham on the inside doing some of his better work. Both guys just starting to fatigue as Siebert has rocked again. Good exchange of hands from both guys. The 2-punch, 1-kick combination from Graham that he's become famous for. Siebert with an outside thigh kick. That's it of round 2. Round number 2 in the books, and that is 2 down, 1 remaining in our main event.
Well, Rob Murdoch Jr. doing the duties in the corner of Mick Siebert will give him advice. There's that takedown we spoke of. And again, catch, body, sweep out. Shouldn't really be catching the legs, but that will take its toll on big Mick Siebert getting slammed down to the canvas like that.
Absolutely. Final round. 3rd and final round coming your way wherever you may be watching. We trust you've enjoyed the action, and the action has started. In round number 3, there is fists and feet and knees flying everywhere.
We could almost give the first round even, Andy Raymond, the second round to the Chief.
Yep.
And, let's see how Siebert brings this one home. If the Chief keeps building on those points, just about get this one. Spinning back fist, Mick Siebert, beautifully done.
Second one tried, first one missed, that one didn't.
Well, Mick certainly letting it all go in the 3rd and final.
Graham on the inside. Very busy, but very short with his hands. avoiding loading up. Siebert with the big bomb.
Mick's landed some good scoring points thus far in this round. The Chief comes back 1, 2, 3, clubbing short right, short left.
Yeah, some nice shots here from Peter Graham with Mick Siebert against the ropes. Ignatius Missilides didn't want them against the ropes and into the crowd again.
And Mick just gives Peter a bit of a wink there as Peter just chipped away at his jawline with those clipping punches.
And they are out on their feet, the big men. What has Siebert got? He needs to produce something special in this final minute of the final round. Graham Ross back.
1 minute 30 remaining in this final round, ladies and gentlemen.
It's going to feel like 1 hour 30 for these guys.
Rolling thunder!
He tried for the big rolling kick, rolling heel kick. Mick was having none of it, just casually walked out of the way.
We've seen it many times over the years from Peter Graham, and when it is successful, it is spectacular. Siebert with some scoring shots late in the round.
It was a jab spinning back fist that scored for Big Mick. And Peter landing some good shots of his own also in this round. Digs away to the body.
Nice strong and jab there from Siebert. Holding his ground middle ring. Now backing away.
Axe kick attempt from Graham, of course. One of the Kyokushin trademark kicks. You bring the heel down onto the collarbone of your opponent. Snap the collarbone.
Siebert now punching his way off the ropes. Another spinning back fist attempted. Graham goes for the outside thigh kick. Who's got something in the final couple of seconds?
Knee to the body from Mick. Lands nicely. Graham comes back with tidy hands of his own. Chops away at that thigh yet again.
There's not a lot in this, Hammer.
Kick for kick. Certainly not a bad round for Siebert. When he looked to have slowed in the second, he's come back a little in the third.
Graham, the aggressivo.
Tries a spinning heel kick and they spill to the canvas.
Super heavyweights.
We're going to the judges' scorecard in our main event for the big boys. Mick Siebert, Peter Graham, no stranger to one another. In a highly entertaining but brutal final match on the card.
Bang, there goes that spinning back fist. Beautifully done. And again clipping, jab into the back fist again and tried to set for the knee / punt kick.
Ladies and gentlemen, give both these super heavyweights a big round of applause. Absolute slugfest. After 3 rounds of modified kickboxing, we have gone to the judges' scorecards. Ladies and gentlemen, this match is a majority draw, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, how do you do?
A majority draw in our main event between Peter Graham and Mick Siebert.
Ladies and gentlemen, here for
Talking already, maybe they're talking rematch. On behalf of the entire crew, we hope you enjoyed the action. Catch you next time ringside.